Hi friends, welcome back to the homestead. My name is Denise and I'm so glad to see you. If this is your first time here today, welcome. Today I want to take you back to spring of 2022 when a series of straight line winds from an early spring storm demolished my greenhouse. You can see in the background there was no saving it. So we started looking at other options. Commercial greenhouses were just definitely out of our budget, so we considered building one on our own just out of lumber. But my husband came across an idea of using or repurposing a school bus as a greenhouse. Now, my chosen profession is a teacher. I've been a lifelong educator, and the irony was not lost on me that my husband thought of getting a school bus for his soon-to-be retiring teacher wife. But he started looking. We found one at a pretty reasonable price, and we went to see it. Now, this bus was parked on a private property and had been here long enough that there were vines growing all around it, trees in the way, and there were even vines growing through the wheel hubs. This particular bus had originally been used as a church bus, so it's not a full-size school bus, but it was a church bus, and then it was passed on and it became a Boy Scout bus that a troop used to travel to and from places. Now, if we can get this thing out, it's going to become a greenhouse. So my dad and my husband started this process of trying to cut away the vines, cut away the brush, so we could begin to figure out a way to try to get, and there you can see the vine growing through the wheel hub. We're trying to cut away the vines and cut away the brush, trying to figure out a way to get this bus moved from this private property to our property. Well, we quickly discovered that we needed to call in reinforcements. Heavy equipment was brought in to try and pull the bus out, but the forest and the brush didn't want to give it up very easily. As you can see, the woods put up a good fight trying to keep the bus in place. But in the end, the heavy machinery won, and it pulled the bus from the abandoned woodland home that it had been left in so that it could begin its journey toward our homestead and its final life as my new greenhouse. Now, there's a lot of work to be done before it gets to the point of becoming a greenhouse. When the bus had been parked, and it was left in gear. So there were some things that had to happen before it could be road ready to come to my homestead. Of course, the tires had to be aired up from sitting. We didn't know if we were going to have to put tires on it. We didn't know if the tires were even going to hold air or if we were going to have it brought on a flatbed to our house. But we did find that the tires would hold air. So my husband was able to air up the tires. It was also necessary for the drive shaft to be cut because when it was parked, it was left in gear. We don't know if that was because the bus had broken down or for whatever reason that happened, but that had to be taken care of before the bus could even be loaded or hooked up and brought by semi to our homestead, where we began to set it up, get it leveled, and start tearing out the inside so we can repurpose it for a greenhouse. So as you can see, the bus has a lot of work that needs to be done on it. We would love for you to come along with us as we transform this old school bus into a beautiful greenhouse. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss what's next, and we hope to see you soon.